$1,500 a month in Australia barely covers your rent if you're lucky. But in some countries, that same amount can pay for your entire lifestyle. Today, I'm comparing 6 countries where Australians can actually live on $1,500 a month. And I'm using real, updated numbers for 2025. Let's find out which country gives you the absolute best value for your money. I've taken the latest 2025 cost of living data and converted everything into Australian dollars to make it super clear. All these numbers are based on real expat budgets, not what a backpacker on a shoestring would spend. So these figures are realistic for comfortable, long-term living. First up, let's talk about Vietnam, the king of value for Aussies. Life here is vibrant, the food is incredible, and the cost is surprisingly low. For a modern one-bedroom apartment, you're looking at about $620 a month. Groceries will set you back around $350. If you love eating out, budget about $220 for that. Utilities like electricity and water are roughly $80, with internet being a cheap $20. Getting around with Grab and maybe a scooter costs about $65. And for health insurance, plan for about $140 a month. That brings the grand total to $1,495 per month. Annually, that's just $17,940. For those of you chasing financial independence, your FIRE number, based on the 4% rule, would be $448,500. As for visas, you can get a 3-month e-visa that's extendable once you're in the country. Or you can look into longer-term options like a temporary residence card or a spouse visa. Vietnam is genuinely one of the few places left where $1,500 a month still buys you a modern, comfortable lifestyle. Next, we have Cambodia, which is actually the cheapest country on this list. Plus, getting a visa here is incredibly easy. Rent for a nice place is about $580. Groceries are slightly cheaper than Vietnam at $340. Eating out is also more affordable at $200 a month. Utilities come in at around $85, with internet at $25. Transport costs a bit more at $90, and health insurance is about $150. The total monthly cost here is $1,470. That's an annual spend of $17,640, giving you a FIRE number of just $441,000. For visas, they're a great long stay option without needing to do border runs. If you're over 55, the E-Air retirement visa is perfect. Otherwise, there's the EG long stay visa for 6 to 12 months, and of course, a spouse visa. If you're looking for the absolute lowest cost of living for an Aussie abroad, Cambodia is the clear winner. Now let's head to the Philippines, which is hands down the friendliest country for English-speaking Aussies. The transition is super smooth since almost everyone speaks English. A condo will cost you around $680 a month. Groceries are about $380, and eating out is $250. Utilities are a bit higher at $110, and internet is $30. Transport can add up, costing around $120. Health insurance is about $160. This brings the total monthly cost to $1,730. That's $20,760 a year. Your FIRE number here would be $519. So yes, it's over our $1,500 mark, but it's close enough that many Aussies manage it comfortably, especially with a bit of discipline. For visas, you have the SRRV retirement visa, the 13A spouse visa, and a temporary residence card for business owners. All right, let's talk about Bali. It's no secret that Bali is the closest tropical paradise to Australia, but it isn't the bargain it once was. Renting a villa or apartment will cost you about $850 a month. Your grocery bill will be around $420, and eating out will be $260. Utilities are $120, and internet is $25. Getting around on a scooter, including fuel, is about $70. Health insurance is roughly $160. The total monthly cost in Bali is $1,905. Annually, that's $22,860. This pushes your FIRE number up to $571,500. For long stay visas, you have the retirement quitas for those 55 and over. The new second home visa and the spouse quitas. Bali is still an amazing place to live, but $1,500 a month just doesn't stretch as far as it used to. Next on our list is Thailand. For decades, it's been a top destination for Aussies, and for good reason. The culture, food, and lifestyle are fantastic. A modern condo will cost you around $700. Groceries are about $380. A mix of delicious street food and cafe meals will be about $250. Utilities are $100, with internet at $25. Transport will run you about $120, and health insurance is $150. The total monthly cost is $1,725. That's $20,700 a year, which means a FIRE number of $517,500. So, while Thailand remains one of the best spots for Aussie expats, it's no longer in the $1,500 club. For visas, you can look at the retirement visa, the marriage visa, or the newer Thailand LTR visa for long-term residents. Finally, we come to Malaysia. This country is modern, incredibly safe, clean, and has some of the best food in Asia. An apartment in a city like Kuala Lumpur will be about $900 a month. Groceries are around $420, and eating out is $300. Utilities are quite reasonable at $90, and internet is $30. Transport will cost you about $100, and health insurance is $150. The total monthly cost here is $1,990. Annually, that's $23,880. Your FIRE number climbs to $597,000. Malaysia is well above our $1,500 budget. For visas, the Sarawak and West Malaysia MN2H programs are popular options, along with the standard spouse visa. So, let's do a final ranking. Which of these countries can an Aussie actually live in on $1,500 a month in 2025? The two countries where it's definitely possible are Vietnam at $14.95 a month and Cambodia at $14.70. You can live comfortably without scrimping. Then we have the almost possible category. The Philippines at $17.30 and Thailand at $17.25 are close. With some discipline and smart choices, you could make it work. And finally, the countries where it's really not possible on $1,500 anymore, Bali. Indonesia at $19.05 and Malaysia at $19.90. So, if your Australian budget is feeling tight and you're dreaming of a cheaper life abroad, your best bets for 2025 are Cambodia and Vietnam. Just a quick disclaimer. This video is for general information only and is not financial advice. Please make sure you speak to a licensed financial advisor before making any decisions about moving overseas.